Yeah, so I'm Elder Peterson. I'm from Salem, Utah. It's just like 15 minutes south of Provo. But I'm one of 5 kids. My older sister's married, served a mission in Mexico. I've got 2 younger brothers and another younger sister. Uh, my parents are both members of the church. My dad's a doctor. So, yeah, it's fun. We enjoy it.
Well, I'm Elder Wilkie. I am from Rexburg, Idaho, BYUI. I've got 5 siblings. I've got 4 sisters and 1 brother. I've got 2 sisters that are married and a brother that came back from a mission to New Mexico. I like long walks on the beach.
Wow. It's always been something that I've wanted to do. It's what I grew up like listening to. Of course, my dad always told me about his stories and the great experience that he had on his mission, and just how much that's going to help me in my future life. And so I wanted to do that to have that experience, and then, of course, to help other people come to the knowledge of Christ. For that is our purpose.
My immediate thought was just, there's that stress out of the way. Now I actually know where I'm going. I don't know, I felt really, really good about it, that I was going somewhere, because I didn't really have a plan of where I wanted to go. I just knew that I was going to go wherever I was needed, and so when I opened it up and I saw England Leeds, I just knew immediately, because that's where I was needed. There was something that I needed to do there.
Really small. Everything's smaller. The roads are smaller, the cars are smaller, the houses are smaller. But I mean, it's good. I mean, it's not as rainy as I said it was going to be. It's not like what you get off Mary Poppins. I mean, that's not the accent we pick up here in the north. So, I mean, I'm going to go back and I'm going to have this broad, like, Yorkshire accent. My parents would be like, "You did not go to England, did you?" It's like, "You skipped out. You went somewhere else." Like, "No, I did. Promise. I went."
It's a lot more wet. Like, there's a lot more water here. It's a lot more humid, so in comparison, when it's hot, it feels worse because it's so humid. You don't want to do very much.
Because you sweat loads.
Yeah, about that one. I've never seen it rain this much in my life, even though it doesn't rain as much as people say it does. How do people treat us? It's kind of varied. You do get the ones that they'll stop and listen because they're nice and they want you to feel welcome because they know that you're not from around here. But then you do get some that they're not bothered in the slightest. Either they won't talk to you, they'll keep walking, or they'll go tell you to run back home to America and leave all the English people alone because America is stupid. I've had some people say that, which is kind of funny.
Good. I love it. I love it so much. They're great. I mean, we appreciate all the things that you do for us as a ward. Of course, the meals is like our favorite thing.
I like food.
But we love coming to your homes as well, just to share the Spirit with you, to get to know you guys more. Because as we do that, it's more comfortable for us to then ask you to come in and do things with us, to come teaching, or for us to even go home teaching with you. And that. So I mean, I love the members. I've been here for a while, so.
I love the curry. I do love curry. My sister introduced me to some curry back at home, and I really liked it. And then I came over here and found out that like half the takeaways are curry, and I was really, really happy.
I gotta think on it, because there's lots of stuff you don't get in America. I mean, your chocolate's way better than the American chocolate. But yeah, curry is like one of the best. I mean, it's so good just because it's easy to make for us like at home. But I mean, you can get some really good ones as well when you go and get good ones. So, I think what the most important thing for us is of course to help us in what we're doing, because we want you guys to help us, because that's what's going to help our investigators do that we're teaching more, because we're temporary, extremely temporary, and you guys are permanent. Most of you are permanent anyway. You guys aren't going to be moving off to different places. But if you can just, when we bring people to church, talk to them and be nice to them, and when we ask you to come teaching with us, you come teaching with us, because we love it when you guys are there to bear testimony. And then, of course, it gives them a friend for when they come to church. They have someone to sit with, they have someone to talk to that's not just us. And because they see us all the time anyway, if they can see you guys more, it's going to help their progression a lot faster than if it's just left to us as the missionaries, as they have someone they can ask questions to, or they can call and say, hey, look, I don't understand this, because they're gonna be more comfortable talking to you as a friend, and they're gonna be talking to us as, I guess they would think of us as the teachers, because we just come to the house, give the lesson, talk a little bit, and leave. So if you're a friend and if you help them out, I'd really appreciate that. So. This is a false question.
This is a true question, because it's there that the true beauty lies, and it's there that there's the higher concentration of Mormons, you see, and better people, much better people. They're not as many crazy road hogs.
To quote Brigham Young, this is the place.
Well, you never know what kind of voice he said. It could be, this is the place.
No, it was a very, very happy voice, joyous, because go to it now, and it is fruitful.
I'm Elder Price. I am from Sacramento, California, and I have been on my mission. I've been in England for a month and a half now. When I received my call to go to England, I read it. I was with my whole family, and we read it, and I don't know. I was expecting to go somewhere third world. Like, I knew that I was going to be speaking Spanish or something. But I read it, and it was like, England. I was like, oh, okay. But I went with it, and it was fun, and I'm having a good time. So it's been good. So when he's just so awesome. President Nelson was so good. Like, he literally just spoke by the Spirit the whole time. And what really stood out to me, I had been worrying about family members that weren't really active, and my family back at home. And the one thing that really stuck out to me then was he, near the end of what he was talking, it was basically like a whole lesson. Like a prophet was teaching us. It was really cool. And so by the end, he was like, I'm sensing that some of you are worrying about your families. And so it was like, Heavenly Father wants me to tell you this, you know? So I was like, so cool. And he showed us to D&C 31, and I can't remember what verse it was, but it was like, everything, if you stay strong in the gospel, if you do your part, then the end result will be more amazing than you can even imagine. And so it was just it just was so awesome, and listening to him and speak to us was just incredible. Well, my trainer Elder Wilkie knows a lot about the gospel. He's training me well. Things are going great. He loves to exercise and eat healthy. I don't do that. The biggest difference between being here and in Sacramento is that there are no members. That's probably the biggest thing. Back home, it was, you'd go down, you'd drive for 5 minutes and then you'd see the other church building. The ward boundary, it was just, the stake was huge. So it was really awesome. But this is still cool too, of course, because you guys, everyone knows each other, and everyone's so powerful, and their testimonies are so strong. So that's pretty much the biggest difference, the amount of saints that are here. But I think no matter what, it's still awesome. You know, the gospel's good.